Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tech Exercise and Google Cloud Platform tutorial series. Today I'm going to talk about Cloud SQL. So what is Cloud SQL? Google Cloud SQL is a fully managed database service that makes it easy to set up, manage and administer your relational databases in the cloud. It takes away the complexities of database administration, allowing you to focus on your application and data. Cloud SQL offers a choice of popular database engines including PostgreSQL, MySQL, and SQL Server. It provides automatic backup, high availability options, and scalability to meet your application needs. With seamless integration into the Google Cloud ecosystem, Cloud SQL simplifies building robust and scalable applications. So that's about Cloud SQL. Now we'll quickly see what are the options we have and we'll deep dive into one of them and set it up the instance and we'll see how it works. So let's get started. In the search bar, first of all, we are going to search for Cloud SQL. Here I will hit the button create instance with your free credits. If you could see, we have three different options: MySQLs and the versions available corresponding to MySQL, PostgreSQLs and the corresponding versions we have, and the SQL Server with their version definition. Now I'll choose PostgreSQL. Here we have different options. We have Enterprise Plus and we have Enterprise. Since this is a learning session, we'll proceed with the Enterprise. If you are working in your productionized environment, then you can proceed with the Enterprise Plus, as it has multiple benefits and you can read all of them here. Non-zero downtime instance scale up, performance optimized machines, up to 35 days point in time recovery window, and here we have only 7 days point in time recovery window, up to 3x higher read throughput with data cache, advanced disaster recovery with easy switchback, support for managed connection pool. So let's choose Enterprise. Now see what are the options we have, for which environment we would like to set this up. So we have production, which is having high configuration, but this is the learning session, so I'll proceed with the sandbox. Then we have the version. I'll proceed with the latest version, which is PostgreSQL 17. I can write the name over here. I'll write Postgres. This is the admin password and I will give the password. The moment you choose enable password policies, you will have these many options: set minimum length, require complexity, restrict password reuse, disallow username in the password, set password change interval. So you can define based on your requirement. For time being, I will skip this property now. Next we have the location selection. So I will proceed with US East South Carolina. I don't want it to replicate. If you want multiple zones, you can define accordingly, and we have the zones selection here. Either you can choose any of them, or I will prefer to have US East B. Now customize your instance. Here you have the configurations of your instance. By default it is 2 CPU core and 8 GB of SSD. I'll choose with first options, considering it's a learning session. We have the shared core or dedicated core. I'll proceed with the dedicated core. Data cache, I don't want. Storage. Now we have SSD and HDD. SSD is most popular in choice, lower latency than HDD with higher QPS and data throughput. So by default it is 10 GB. We have up to 250 GB, and then there is a custom option as well where you can define with your own needs. Enable automatic storage increases. Let's say you have 10 GB of storage defined and you are loading a data and somehow your data has more in size than what was left in the instance. So automatically it will increase the size. For now I will uncheck this box, and this is about the encryption, how you would like to manage the data residing in your instance. I'll choose Google Managed Encryption Key. Then we have connections. I'll proceed with the public IP. If you are working in your productionized environment, you can choose private IP so that it can connect through a private IP in your own domain. Next one is add a network. So if you are trying to access the data residing in GCP from outside of GCP, then you should be having a network configured with this. And if I choose this option, we can use the name, it could be anything, and the network from where you would like to connect this one. For now, I would like to connect it from the Cloud SQL Studio, so I don't need this configuration, but if you want, you can configure. Now we have data protection. So automated daily backups. If you see, this is the default. You can change the number and the window when you would like to take the backup of the instance or the snapshot. We have enable point in time recovery. So it is 7 days of log. By default, you can choose 1 to 7. I'll choose 4. This is prevent instance deletion. So this will prevent accidental or unauthorized deletion of this instance. Disable this setting before attempting to delete. So if you would like to delete this, we can go to edit, we can uncheck this box and then we can delete it. If it is checked, we cannot delete this instance. For now, I will uncheck this. Then this is maintenance window parameters, query insights, labels. I don't want. I'm done with the configuration. Now I'll hit the create instance. And if you go to this SQL, you could see here one of the instance is being updated. So here you can see all of the details. So Cloud SQL edition, it is enterprise edition, type PostgreSQL 17 version, public IP is not visible over here, instance connection name, this is my instance name, Postgres, high availability enable, location is this one, storage is used, 0, action. And here we have option to create replica, clone, delete, etc. So let's wait till this gets created. I believe it would take 5 minutes of time, and that's all. We could see the instance got created. Now I'll go inside this instance, Postgres. Now let's see what are the options we have over here. This is the overview page. Here you can see all of the stats. This is the connecting to this instance. We have the public IP, outgoing IP, this is the port number, this is the connection name. Auto storage increase is disabled, instance deletion prevention is disabled, not high available zonal, maintenance, service account associated to this instance. So we have all the stats and configuration details available over here. So I'll go to the system insight and let's see what present over here. So this is the time, okay, and what is the CPU utilization present at that time, or the disk utilization, or the peak connection, log errors, transaction ID utilization, everything, all stats are present over here. You can monitor from this page. Now I'll go to the query insight. Since I did not created any table or I didn't try to access it, nothing is present over here. So I'll go to the connections. This is the connection page where in summary, if you see, you have all the networking related information. Okay. Now I'll go to the networking part, and here you can enable private IP if you are working in a productionized environment, or you can add a network if you would like to access data residing in Cloud SQL from outside of the GCP. So we have security details over here, allow only SSL connection, require trusted client certificates and all those. Then we have connectivity test. Now I'll go to the users. So initially when we created this instance, we have defined one user ID, which is the admin, and the password we have defined. Now if you would like to add another user, I'll just choose my name and I'll hit the password. Now I'll choose add, and that's all. I could see the user got added. Now if you go to the databases, we have one database present over here which got created while creating the instance itself. Now if you want to create a new data set, you can do that. Here I'll just write the name of the database, my first DB, create, and you could see now it is appearing. So my database got created. So this is how you can manage users and database. This is about backups. If you want to take a backup manually, you can do that, or while creating the instance you can set that up, so automatically the backup will be taken. This is about the replica, how you would like to replicate your data residing in Cloud SQL. You can create manually, or again this also can be defined while creating the instance, so automatically it will be created. This is about operations. So what are the operations happened within this instance? Now I'll go to the Cloud SQL Studio, how you can connect to this one. Now if you check the database, I have two databases, my first DB and Postgres. So I'll try to connect to the my first DB which I created just now. The authentication method is built-in database authentication. User is Sumit, I will choose. Password I will choose this one, and authenticate. And that's all. I am able to connect to the my first database. Now I'll click here new SQL editor tab. Now we'll quickly go and create one of the table. Create table test. Column name is ID and it should be integer. That's all. I will try to run this command, and if you see one table is appearing here, I'll try to select from this table. Let's see what happens. Select star from test. I don't have any data as of now in this table, so it is appearing as empty. Now I can insert the data. Insert into test ID values. I will write 101. Done. So now I will try to insert this record, and again I will try to fetch the data, and we could see the record is appearing. So this is how you can access the data or analyze it. Earlier this option was not present. Cloud SQL Studio, we were using external applications like PG admin or dbehavior to connect to the Postgres, but now we have Google Cloud SQL Studio present with us, and we can utilize that to analyze the data. So this is how it works. I hope you liked this video, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel and like, comment and share with your friends for more upcoming videos. I'm going to create so many videos corresponding to GCP, so stay tuned and keep watching it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.